Okay, here we go. This is the third and final race of Moonberry Cup number 8. Getting ready to start. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Bevo v. Mallix. You can see their PBs are extremely close together, so this should be a good race.
And off they are in prologue. One of the most exciting chapters of the game, honestly.
Oh, just thrilling stuff here. You can see each player doing these little bunny hops. They're slightly faster than just walking, so they're going to try and pack in as many of those little hops as possible.
Yeah, you save a couple frames per hop, so you might as well make the most of it. You're going to be walking anyway.
Okay, easy enough.
The 29.053 prologue for Bevo. Pretty insane time.
Okay, here we go. This is Forsaken City. Let's drop in. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm excited to see the difference in strats here. I know particularly because Bevo is definitely more of a zoomer runner than Mallix, the boomer runner. So it'll be interesting to see.
Wow.
definitely not a bad thing, but
I think they're both
changes.
numers. I think numers. They both qualify.
Both numers. Yes. Yeah, but Mallix has been running this game for a very long time. Interested, especially to see it in City, I guess, because City's been one of the most optimized chapters for the longest. Ooh, nice little horizontal dash there for Mallix. Running into a little bit of trouble, but nothing too big of a deal. Really, mistakes in City and Old Site don't really matter in races, because you know after Resort is really, or during Resort really is where any kind of separation starts to matter a lot more.
Yeah, you're probably not going to see at this level like a big gap through the first two stages. I'd be willing to wager you wouldn't see more than a 10 or 15 second gap at most.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Mallix with the cheeky corner boost in the end of Chasm.
Oh, getting stuck here a little bit on this final screen.
Oh, unfortunately, not getting the last neutral strap, but a nice touch with that corner boost at the end there. It's really risky in the same together that time.
Okay, Bevo with a minute 36 total. Mallix, minute 46. So 10-second advantage for Bevo as we head on the Old Site. Welcome in, Steve.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Whenever you guys are ready, go to those postcard screens and we'll get you counted down. Okay, here we go. Old Site begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Steve sending energy to both runners. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated. It really helps us out. Yeah, about roughly 10-second advantage, as you said, for Bevo going into this chapter. This is one of the most movement-intensive chapters in the entire game, aside from probably Chapter 6. So, Fork taking a pretty early death, allowing Mallix to catch up a little bit.
Yep, there's 2 or 3 of those seconds made up right there.
Oh, another one.
Come on.
Interesting.
Unfortunate retry for Bevo. That'll happen. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, no one likes to talk about it, but it happens.
Whoops.
Bevo still at relatively similar advantage. It looked like Mallix had a little bit of... Oh, Mallix taking an unfortunate death. The upright a little bit too early, smashing into the ceiling through the dream block. Mallix going for an old setupless version of that diagonal through the dream hyper, or dream block it looks like, but he unable to get it. It's still pretty close, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh, a nice backup actually in the corner room from Mallix. That was kind of seamless. Very quick to realize what he needed to do. Let's see here. It looks like that was going to be a little bit more than 10 seconds ahead exiting Battle In. if everything goes according to plan in this last room.
Yeah, these last two chase screens here are really the only real sketchy parts, and both players handled them very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's on to the just straight movement optimization.
Mallix unfortunately taking a corner frick, but able to recover just nicely.
Now, what I've heard that before. I don't know what that is. What is a corner frick?
So we usually say it with the other F word, but
Keep it PG-13 here.
Of course. What it means is that basically, when you have a lot of momentum when you're trying to jump off of a platform.
Fuck
you
yeah,
end
dude.
up jumping off of, instead of the ground itself, you end up kicking off of the wall, like on the front side of the platform, and you basically lose all the momentum you had, and it gives you the momentum that you get from a regular wall kick.
Okay.
Yeah. So definitely unfortunate when that happens.
So we got Bevo with a 3:34, Mallix with a 3:49. As we head into
just 15 seconds exactly, yeah.
Yeah, as we head into the first real challenge of the run, I believe.
Absolutely. This is my favorite chapter, and it's also the best chapter to speedrun. If you disagree, you're wrong, but that's okay. This is crazy chapter, just flying through all the rooms and whatnot. Strats that save 0.1 in a room become like a really big deal in this chapter.
This is going to be fun if you guys like to watch speed. Let's kick it. Celestial Resort begins in 3, 2, 1, go. Ickle Chris says, Reflection is the best chapter. You stop with the lies, Fel.
If I could remove one chapter from the game, actually, if I could remove 3 chapters from the game, I would remove Reflection 3 times. As a matter of fact. Unfortunately, take an early death, Bevo, but not a huge deal. Still able to get the fast key, it looks like. Nope, Soul Keeper, Bevo, that's okay.
Both players entering the resort at about the same time here. Mallix struggling with his first screen. Tough screen to begin with, for sure.
Mallix did actually get corner fricked there, unfortunately, and did not get his dash back. Which was unfortunate, but not a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. Oh, Mallix took another early death in this resort chapter.
Bevo unlocking that door at 35. Mallix about 5 seconds behind. Not a big deal. Lots of level left.
Another death for 4. Yeah, see, this checkpoint, this very first checkpoint in resort is probably the hardest one, I would say, in the chapter, at least to do optimally. There's just so many optimizations and whatnot all over the place. But it looks like Bevo is going to get away with getting a little bit more time in this checkpoint over Mallix. But, as we said, there's just a lot of this chapter left to play. A lot of very costly rooms to die in towards the end of the chapter. Especially there's the room after Demo Dash. And then there's a lot of share screens that are pretty rough. I would be surprised if either runner missed Demo Dash, but it could happen. You know, we'll see if they check the checkpoint or not.
And you can see both runners here navigating the huge mess screen. Again, nothing really dangerous here, but it's just a tricky section to do quickly because there's a lot of little areas to get you caught up and eat your momentum.
Yeah, really cute little reverse from Mallix at the bottom right-hand corner of that screen. I've never seen that before. That was pretty cool, actually. Ooh, Mallix unfortunately missing the fast cycle and has to reset the room in order to try it again. And he gets it this time. A little close, but just a little bit. That cycle is actually extraordinarily difficult. If you've never tried it, it may not seem super crazy, but it is definitely one of the hardest strats in the resort for sure. Just making the cycle into those dust bunnies in that room. Looks like Bevo is still gaining time over Mallix, but not enough where to count Mallix out in any sense of the word, for sure.
Absolutely not.
Pretty clean books from Bevo. My man likes to read.
225, yeah. 225 out of that section.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. The scholar that Bevo is, of course, he's going to be good at the book section.
He's very well read.
Yes. Towels last screen. Let's see how Bevo does. Ooh, nice. Gets away with that. Mallix going for the towels demo. A nice cheeky strat. Doesn't save a lot of time, but it looks hecka flashy for sure. And Bevo entering huge mess at 304. Very respectable time. It's like he's continuing to gain time over Mallix steadily through each one of these check-ins.
Bjarki, welcome in, my dude. Thank you so much for bringing the love. How you doing, Bjarki?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Thank you so much. Welcome in. Thank you, Sasa.
Bevo looks like he's going to be taking the checkpoint here on Demo Dash.
Good thing you did.
And good reason, yeah. Looks
yeah.
like it. There we go. He gets a second try.
Bit of a gamble if you don't take the checkpoint there. Basically, if you roll the dice and you don't make the demo dash first time, you have to play this whole screen over, which we're seeing right now from Mallix. But that's race strats, you know. He might have known he was behind and wanted to go for it. So that's just it's just strategy.
Yeah, he takes the checkpoint this time around.
There we
Probably
go.
smart.
Gets
Looks
it
like
done.
he needed it again, yeah. Bevo making good work through the Socio section. Oh, unfortunately, Mallix taking a death in the past cycle room. Which is, oh, no. This room is very costly to die in.
Bjarki, thank you so much, my dude.
And as Bevo wraps
11
up, looks like we're looking with a pretty clean high 3x. Oh, unfortunately not. Let's see if he's got a death stat. Does he have a death trap prepared for this
kiss.
room? Does not look like it. Oh man, this could be very interesting. Bevo's going to lose a lot of time in this room.
Yeah, he's got to finish out clean here. Ooh.
Yeah, see, this is a room that normally, if you died in, you just reset the game, but you can't do that in a race. So
Yeah,
not
resets
a lot
here.
of runners have death strats for this room.
Here we go on
Mallix
Mallix
finishing
on
up
the
as
final
well.
screen.
Yeah. Looks like Bevo had more concentrated mistakes that where Mallix definitely lost a bit of time over every checkpoint. The little over looks like a 44 or so second lead for Bevo at resort.
Okay,
So-
Bevo with the early lead here as we head into Golden Ridge.
Definitely not unrecoverable. The
No.
Mallix for sure. There's a few really important screens coming up. In particular, the auto scrollers in this chapter are very important and costly if mistakes are made. And then Bub's drop obviously in 5B.
Yeah, agree. Okay, here we go. Let's get into Golden Ridge here. Let's begin. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, those auto scroller screens are. There's a few different ways to do them, and they are costly. If you make a mistake and take a death there, you're going to lose some time.
I believe we're going to be seeing both players take the same route for Chapter 6 this game as well.
Oh, that's good.
Both players getting the reverse just fine. Oh, Bevo not getting the corner boost. That's okay. Mallix does get the corner boost, and he makes up a little bit of time there. Oh, unfortunately goes for the cheeky bubble strat. That's another one of those things that looks a lot cooler than the time it saves. But if you get it, it's totally worth it for the swag points.
Nice Archie there.
Yes, shout out to Archie.
Mallix getting stuck a little bit.
Mallix not doing Archie? Oh no, Mallix. Mallix, no. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, this B-side track is really nice.
Yes. I love this artist. They're really good. Bevo approaching the first auto scroller.
Let's see how he handles it.
Going for the block, respectable faux chisel.
Yep.
And a nice ultra, and Bevo is through. Mallix is going to be going for a similar strat, looks like.
Nice. First tried it.
And he also gets through, taking the left ball instead.
Very smooth stuff from both runners here.
Mm-hmm. Bevo is coming up on the second auto scroller in a couple screens here. And Does take the cloud at the beginning of that screen, also very respectable. It's about 0.6 seconds slower than the other strat, which is like pretty crazy significant, but the other strat is extraordinarily difficult, so yeah, looks like Mallix goes for the same one.
Nice moves there from Bevo.
Yep, Bevo getting through the second oil spiller just fine. And we'll see about Mallix. Looks like Mallix is not going to be going for the same ultra strat that Bevo does, and instead going to opt for the extended hyper.
A little bit safer, but maybe a smart play at this stage.
Potentially, yep. A lot of things can go wrong in that room. Going bottom route in cliff face -2 room.
Speaking of cliff face, Mallix approaching the cliff face now.
Yeah, let's see what he's got. See what Bevo's. Ooh, Bevo getting through the big room very cleanly. The nice ultra there. Running into a little bit of trouble in the spring room, but getting through just fine.
Wow, such speed on display here.
Yeah, it looks like decently clean cliff faces for both players. Mallix having to slow down a little bit. Oh, going for the corner boost on the spring. Nice, he got away with it at least.
Yeah, that was nice. That corner boost off that spring was really clean.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Amazing.
Bevo finishing up at 11:18 with a 2:47. Pretty dang good Ridge time.
I think a lot of speedrunners would kill for a 247 ridge, 249 ridge. And Mallix is through.
2:49 file time. We got a 2:47 chapter time. Pretty impressive.
Bevo with 11:18, Mallix 12:19. We got 1 full minute in between these runners as we head into Mirror Temple.
You know, this is you know, this chapter is where a lot of shenanigans can happen, and then after that it's all Celeste, you know, because this chapter's got the last gimmicky trick in the run.
Okay, here we go. Mirror Temple beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Any thoughts and prayers in the chat for both runners when we get up to Bub's drop?
Jazzy Rico sending good luck to both runners. Thank you, Jazzy.
I always love to watch players go through 5A. This chapter is sneakily difficult to get through really cleanly. There's just a lot of places where it's hard to not lose momentum, I guess.
Yeah, I like Mirror Temple is my favorite stage in general, and I really like the B side.
And Bevo coming up and is going to do my version of Theo Warp, which is awesome. Does he go for the Z-CAD strat? He does not. That's okay.
Yeah, so that's the second cutscene manipulation.
Ooh, almost gets steps corner boost. Mallix does as well. That's close.
Very close right now.
Unfortunately, not a player getting the depths corner boost, but they both got up there. That's good enough. Good enough to save time. Ooh, that's the best part of that trick.
Bevo catching a spike there, but he had already opened the door, so.
Yeah, that's probably the best place to die in that room.
Yeah. Nice one cycle for both. Minute 13-ish tape grab from Mallix and minute 15 maybe for Bevo. Heading into 5B.
Looks like about a second difference, yeah, on 5A between. It looks like Bevo lost a second there. Mallix on his way back.
So the big first trick we're going to be seeing here is the Bub's drop, and it's a very, very small window, and it's really hard. It's really hard to execute, and looks like Mallix is going to be the first one to try it.
Sure. All right, come on. We love to see first try Bub's drops for both players and runs. Oh,
Nice.
Mallix
Nailed it.
Nice. We love to see it. Let's go, Bevo.
Nice, Bevo got it. Both players.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You truly do love to see it, honestly.
Now, a lot of these rooms in Temple B are really, really long, and therefore it can be punishing if you make a mistake towards the end of one.
Yeah, particularly the room Alex is in,
Mm-hmm.
where Bevo is going to be in right now. This is one of the longest deaths you can take in the any percent run. And with any luck, oh, Mallix gets through just fine.
Yep,
Perfect.
both players are through. Very,
Yeah,
very sweaty.
nice job, Bevo. Yeah, deceptively, like, that dash at the top is deceptively easy. Like, it maybe looks a little tighter than it is,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it definitely will kill you every once in a while, and when it does, it's not a good sign.
For this level speedrunner, that's a run ender.
Yeah, it's definitely big. Both runners running into some trouble in the falling room. Hopefully, both able to get through
Ooh,
it.
Bevo
A-okay.
taking the worst possible death
Oh!
in that room, which I feel that pain, man. Absolutely, I've
Yeah.
caught that. I've caught those tentacles many times down there.
Oh, Bevo's having a lot of trouble in the falling room.
There's something to be said about just momentum in general in this game when you're speed running and things are going well and just everything's happening smoothly, and then you take a death and all of a sudden you're making mistakes and just struggling. It's just it's just
Yeah,
part
looks
of speed running.
Alex is going to be able to make up a decent bit of time here on Bevo, depending especially on how the rest of the chapter goes. Oh, Alex forgetting
Mallix.
Theo in the Neo Temple.
Mallix leaving Theo behind there. It's something I think we've all wanted to do.
Yes, indeed. This is something that, yeah, also us speedrunners can relate to. Despite running into a little bit of awkwardness in the gauntlet room, Alex able to get through A-okay. And Bevo is... Oh! Alex taking a brutal death at the end of what we call the M-Sushi room. But... yeah, did he get crushed? I'm not entirely sure what happened.
I don't know what happened there.
It looked a little interesting though. Well, Mallix able to finish up. Still, oh, maybe not. I spoke too soon. Commentators first. I'm sorry, Mallix. That was my fault.
There it is.
There we
Just
go. There he
under
goes.
3 minutes.
As Bevo dies in the room, that is literally impossible. Bevo going with the nice Marlin strat in the tape room, able to get through it pretty cleanly.
Really, really close there. Really, really close.
I believe Mallix still should have made up a little bit of time there.
Yep.
Yeah, about 5 seconds, it looks like. Oh, 6 seconds roughly over the course of the chapter.
Okay, and I think we're going to be seeing reflection A sides from both runners, so let's get started. Reflection beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
Shoutouts to 6A.
I don't know if you know, Fel, or if the runners can answer. What are you guys using? Are you keyboard? Are you controller?
I believe Bevo is PS4 controller and Mallix is an Xbox controller.
Okay.
As for the question in the chat about 6B saving time, at the very, very top level, 6B saves on average like somewhere between 3 and 8 seconds, but it saves as much time as you can complete it faster than your 6A time. So it's kind of really a hard question to answer.
Oh yeah, Pixel, and you're exactly right that's all it saves, and that's optimally. So that's why, for the most part, you only see the top runners learning and running 6B.
Yeah, I mean, you look at even top runners like Chai Kitty, his 27-23 has 6A in it, and even that wasn't like a very perfect run. I'm sure he could beat it by a lot, if he had a much better run, but...
Yeah, I think I heard that Chai set a world record yesterday. Not in any percent.
Yeah, he
different
did.
category.
Yes, Chai set Moonberry, the Chapter 9 plus Moonberry world record by like 30-something seconds. 36 seconds, I believe.
GG to Chai.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him in the Moonberry Cup one day.
I would love to race Chai. I'm sure he'd crush me, but there's not a lot of people that he wouldn't crush.
Yeah, I think the most impressive category is the 202 berries, and then him and TGH, it's insane that even that category exists blows my mind.
Yeah, Chai and Tej are both very, very good at that category. It's kind of crazy. They put a lot of work into golden berries, but Evan's fight is also fantastic at 2 out of 2 berries, but I believe he's only done 1 run.
Ooh, Bevo, in my least favorite room of reflection, taking a
Yeah,
death.
that's a rough one. That's definitely a rough one.
This room, I don't know what it is about this room, but it's tricky.
Very tricky. Looks like both runners are having decently similar reflections to each other, actually. It looks like Mallix is only a couple seconds behind where Bevo's at in the chapter time. Oh! And I...
Ooh, commentator's curse there.
Yeah, I guess I need to stop talking.
It's all part
So
of the game.
runners can play well, yeah.
Hey, what's up, True Gent?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Mallix not taking the checkpoint. I didn't see if Bevo did take the checkpoint.
Okay, it's battle and boost time. Hold on to your hats.
And off Bevo goes, getting a nice clean battle and boost to start off his battle and section.
Mallix got 60% of it.
Yeah, he almost got there. 69% approximately.
Quadbanger says, "Hey guys, there's too much commentary." Okay, let's just watch some reflection in that case.
We can just play cat purring noises and rain noises over the match instead
Rain
of our
stick.
voices. Total silence, please. Oh, nice recovery from Mallix. That was
Wow.
pretty cool. That was definitely a bit spicy. Oh, Mallix taking an unfortunate death there. As Bevo, unfortunately, is not able to skip the feather and does end up taking it, but that's okay. Because we love him anyway. Both runners are nearing the intermission in the fight. Cutscene? Not too close, but they're getting there. And it looks like they're still very close together in time, actually. It looks like that Bevo's not really getting too much time over Mallix in this chapter like he was in the other chapters.
Okay, Bevo into this cutscene room at about 4:42. .456 for Mallix.
Okay, so looks like there was a little bit more of a gap created in the battle and fight.
I also just want to say thanks to Fel for commentating today, and if you guys are interested in speedrunning this game, he is kind enough to occasionally stream some like tutorial streams where he'll answer questions and go over strats with you, and they're really awesome. I don't know if you're doing one in the near future, but
We'll be doing one in a few weeks. Thank you so much for thank you for the shout out.
yeah, sure. Shout outs to Fel. Quadbanger has a question in chat for Fel. Which button is jump?
That's the one I don't know. I'm sorry.
Too advanced.
Yeah. There are like 3 people on Earth that could answer that question for you, and I'm not one of them. And 2 of them are Matt Thorson.
The faster you go, I think the less you actually jump. I mean, there's... In terms of just an actual just jump, there's not very many of those. Bevo threw at right on 6 minutes, right on the money. Mallix finishing up here, gonna be at about 6:30.
Bevo getting a 6 flat reflection, which is quite a respectable time, I would say. And 21:53. Looks like Mallix is on, or not, sorry, Bevo is on pace for a 30, potentially, this run. Pulls out a good summit.
Yeah. Very smooth stuff and speedy stuff from both runners. Remember, guys, there's no postcard screen here, so I'm going to count you down on the climb screen. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll get into the final stage.
Ah, summit. This chapter is hard.
Okay, here we go. Summit beginning in 3, 2, 1, go.
For those who are somehow uninformed, this chapter makes up about a quarter of the run on its own. And it's just brutally, it's a marathon. It really is. It's a run of itself.
Yeah, I always think of Summit as like, it's like its own game, really. Thank you, Pixel Noise, for the hype in chat.
Bevo taking a quick death in the second room of 0 meters. 0 meters is I think that when you get up to the level of, skill that these players are at, 0 meters actually becomes pretty much the hardest section in Summit to play well, I think. It's just filled with a lot of really brutally precise and annoying tricks to optimize. I mean, obviously 3K is longer, but if you oh, nice sync here.
Look at this sync up.
Yeah,
I love when that happens.
0 meter is brutally difficult.
We syncing up, boys.
Oh, you love to see it. They're still pretty synced.
Yeah,
it's,
keep it going.
Cool.
Keep it going.
I'm just waiting for them to die at the exact same time.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Okay, it's getting weird now, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
they finally split apart a little bit.
Yeah, he did it for us. Mallix taking an unfortunate death. Oh, he's doing the reverse strat. That strat looks really cool.
Flex. Mallix, what a hero. Bevo hitting that orb at just about 130. Mallix right behind about 136. Into 1,000 meters.
Ooh, the nice wall bounce there. I like that strat. It looks a lot cooler than the other strat. This section's fun. I like this section of the game. With all the dream blocks and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Bevo hitting the spring there. Oh, barely makes it through that last dream block. He almost got crushed there.
Yeah, if you're too close to the ground there, you die when you exit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you just get smooshed and go back right to the beginning.
Big smoosh.
Oh, Bevo missing a dream hyper. Oh, that happens every once in a while.
What's up, CNET?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Yeah, looks like Mallix is able to hit all of his dream hypers just fine, thankfully.
Nice, Mallix closing the gap. Ever so slightly
Definitely
here.
getting a little time here.
A few seconds, not much. Into 1,500 meters.
This is where the really costly rooms start popping up.
Oh, we see a demo there, but from Bevo.
Yeah, that's a nice demo. And Mallix able to get through the long room first try. We'd like to see that. Oh, unfortunately taken.
Little death there, and now they're syncing up again.
Oh, Mallix losing his momentum on that ultra. Oh, he still able to live. Oh no! That was almost really cool. Almost really
saved
safe.
it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was a crazy.
Bevo
way to win that
taking
room.
taking a small death there.
Mm-hmm. And looks like Bevo is able to recover the lead in the summit chapter.
Yep, first one.
Oh, and
reach
Mallix
the,
taking another death in the last room.
2,000 meters.
Yes, 2,000 meters has more big rooms. But these
More
ones are
big
definitely not
rooms,
as-
more
not as
wind.
difficult. Oh yeah.
More snowballs.
See, at this level, though, players don't really feel the wind.
Oh yeah, I mean look at
They're
this.
just kind of dashing.
Look at Bevo
Zoom.
using those snowballs to
Oh, nice
that
recovery.
snowball strat.
You like to
OP.
see that. That's cool.
Nice blockless.
Nice save there. Yep, getting the ASS strat perfectly. Auto scroller skip skip. And Mallix is going to be going for it as well. A nice corner boost.
Nicely
there
done,
off
yeah,
the
wow.
block. Yeah, that was cool.
Really fast. The ASS. Yeah, if you don't want to do the auto scroller skip, you do the auto scroller skip skip.
Exactly. Which skips the auto scroller skip, which is very convenient because it's faster and it has a funny name. Which is arguably the more important part.
Exactly. It's like flex strats that don't save a lot of time, but they look cool. So they're very important to look cool.
Exactly.
Okay, Bevo now into the next section, and Mallix finishing up here.
Looks like both runners had a pretty clean 2,000 meters, actually. And, yeah. Now it's just, this is Bevo's game to lose at this point.
That's it.
He's playing pretty well. It's a pretty good summit. Mallix tripping up a little bit on the first screen of 2,500 meters, but that screen can be pretty hard to do cleanly. For sure. There's definitely a few tight strats there.
That bubble room, I'm convinced that's the only room where there's nothing you can do to go do it faster. The one that Bevo just finished up.
Oh yeah, there's not really a whole lot of optimizations in that room, unfortunately.
Here we go. Yeah, the one that Mallix is in right now. It's just kind of, yeah, just do the room.
Yeah, even the task doesn't really do a whole lot special here, because like the pixels never really line up for a demo through that wall or something. It's kind of weird. Weird room, for sure. Oh, Mallix taking a death in the door skip room.
Here we go. Bevo into 3,000.
Though forgetting a dash crystal, going all the way back to the ground. Now you dropped it. And Mallix approaching 2,000 meters as well as Bevo enters downdraft. My personal favorite section of the run aesthetically. This is just such a fast-paced, action-packed, 40 or something seconds that you're in here. It's just a really cool section of the game, I think. And as much as I don't like this chapter, downdraft is just really, really fun section.
Hydrated John. What's up, John?
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
Bevo able to scrape through without too much difficulty. As Mallix makes his way through. And now we enter updraft, the floaty, stressful, slow-moving section of the summit.
Ooh, Bevo taking a death there.
Ooh, that is a bit
Not a bad
rough.
one,
Thankfully, yeah, not too costly, but
Yeah.
definitely a bit costly for the mojo, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not what you expect. Kind of throws you for a loop, I would say. Flag 13, the last big flag or long flag in the game, unless you accidentally skip some other flags. Oh, Bevo having a little bit of trouble getting the coin there. Able to get through just okay though. As Mallix approaches that flag himself. These are pretty close in the chapter timer. Not too far away from each other.
Bevo hitting flag 10 at about 7:49.
Oh, it looks like, yeah, Mallix is a little bit further behind than I thought. Ooh, Mallix going for the wall bounce on flag
Nice.
12. That's a nice one.
Very nice.
It's definitely not a trick I see a lot of people do. And as Bevo enters no draft, as some people call it, Mallix is just on his tail. Looks like one flag behind there. And now flag 3. He takes flag 3, thankfully. Skipping flag 3 can be incredibly costly. And does he take flag 2? He does take flag 2. Looks like Bevo is...
Going for a nice clean finish here.
Yeah, definitely A-OK to finish up on very good 30 pace.
Yeah, really excellent.
Unfortunately, not PB pace, but quite close. Very good run.
Insanely close. Look at this.
Yeah. Running into a bit of trouble on flag 1, but is able to get through just fine enough to get the 30-52. Congratulations, Bevo. That's a
Very
good run.
nice run. Mallix right behind, finishing up.
Yeah, on flag 1 as well. GG to both the runners. It was a fun race.
GG, guys. Wow. Really good
GG.
stuff. Really fast.